call someone out, once you start, running your mouth, you better make sure that you're ready and prepared. I definitely don't believe in bluffing at all, so I knew I was going to race. The first time that I really said that I would race him, and I knew it would get some tick, was when Aiden Ross called it out on his stream. So if I could change anything, I would have taken training serious.
Did you hear about the crazy drama going on between iShowSpeed and Ashton Ho? Yeah, apparently Ashton is threatening to sue Speed for $20 million. That's right, 20 million. All because of what happened during a live stream race, but is this real or just another clout-chasing stunt? Let's break down what actually happened, what's being claimed, and whether this so-called lawsuit has any chance of going anywhere. So it all started during a live streamed event where both iShowSpeed and Ashton Ho, a fitness influencer and self-proclaimed world's fastest man,
just know the world's fastest man runs at 27 miles per hour. That's Usain Bolt. That's the world record. I want you guys to drop in the chat how fast you think I'm running on this sprint right here.
It was one of those typical high-energy content creator co-ops, lots of hype, lot reactions, and of course competition. Now Speed is known for being wild and unpredictable, but he's also got a ton of followers, and anytime he does something big on stream, it tends to go viral. During the race, Speed actually beat Ashton Ho not once but multiple times, and from the footage it looks like Speed was genuinely faster, even with his chaotic sprinting style. The internet blew up, meme, TikToks, real uploads, you name it. But Ashton, he didn't make it so well. Almost immediately after the race, Ashton Ho started posting about how he was set up, how Speed was cheating, and how this whole thing was bad for his brand. Then came the big one. A clip started circulating, possibly from a TikTok stream, where Ashton claimed he was going to sue iShowSpeed for $20 million. Why? Because, according to him, losing the race on stream and how it was portrayed online damaged his reputation and even cost him sponsorship with Nike. Let that sink in. Ashton is saying that getting beat in a fun online race caused such a PR disaster for him that he deserves 20 million in damages. Sounds crazy, right? But let's actually look at what he might be thinking legally and whether this could hold any water. Can he actually sue? Now, let's get one thing straight. Anyone can say they're going to sue anyone for any amount and anything. That doesn't mean the lawsuit is real or that it's going to court. As of right now, at the time of recording this video, there's no official record of a lawsuit filed by Ashton Ho against iShowSpeed, no legal paperwork, no court filing, nothing on public record. So for now, this is more of a threat or claim than an actual legal case. But just for fun, let's say he does try to sue. What would the ground be? Defamation. That's tough because in order to sue defamation, you have to prove that Speed made false statements about Ashton that damage his reputation. But beating someone in a race isn't defamation, it's not statement, it's physical result. Loss of sponsorship. Ashton claims he lost a Nike deal over this, but again, to win damages in court, you'd need actual proof. Mails, contracts, correspondence with Nike, something showing that this specific incident caused a financial loss. And finally, emotional distress or damage to his image. That's not impossible, but again, it's hard to win unless you can show malicious intent, lies, or real harm. And none of that has been publicly shown. As you can imagine, the internet had a field day with this. Most people are cloning on Ashton for even threatening to sue. The memes are everywhere. People are calling it the 20 million sprint and saying Ashton took the biggest L of the year. Speed, for his part, seems completely unfazed. He hasn't made any serious statement about a lawsuit threat. In fact, it seems like he's just keeping it moving as he usually does, creating content, streaming, and letting the buzz do what it does best. Some fans even think this is just Ashton trying to stay relevant, using the controversy to build attention for himself, and honestly, if that's the goal, it kind of worked. His name's out there, people are talking, and he's getting way more attention than before the race. But let's not forget, this kind of strategy can backfire hard, especially if people start viewing you as a sore loser or someone trying to ride the coattails of more successful creators. So what's the verdict? Is Ashton Ho really going to sue iShowSpeed for 20 million? At this point, probably not. There's no real case here, at least not one that any serious lawyer would take. This feels more like a PR move, either out of frustration, ego, or just an attempt to spin the loss into something bigger. And honestly, the internet isn't buying it. If anything, this entire situation just boosts Speed's reputation. He beat a guy who called himself the fastest man alive, and now that guy is threatening to sue because the internet laughed so hard. What times we live in. Anyway, that's the full breakdown of the Speed versus Ashton whole drama. What do you think? Is Ashton being serious? Is there any chance he wins the lawsuit if he actually files? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and I'll catch you in the next one.